Okay, so for the first question, I ended up creating the color selected 3D optimized HLSL. It only does the multiplication of the position and the world, the view, and the projection matrices. Handling that here in these two. This is the dot H. And in here, previously I had a multiplication with the view and the projection matrix, or it was passing in the view and the projection, but I handled the multiplication in the draw scene. So that way it's not multiplying it for every single object. It's only multiplying it once. And this is for question 1 and 2, popping in 5 different objects. There it is. This is for question 3, I believe. Yeah, this is for question 3. So, this is what I did for the triangle. I had to put in the correct UV coordinates and check for the correct position for each vertices and for the triangle. There it is. This is for question 4. Create the unit box 6-face texture. Again, reading the slide with the UV coordinates, I was able to figure out where each vertices was its correct placement. All right. There we go. Now for the last one, I did end up creating this shader texture class. This is what I did for the set texture resource and sampler. Set it to the context, the shader base get context, and then created the layout, reading from the texture HLSL. Went in here. Love that it's like so much more smaller. This is what I did. Called the correct functions. Then I rendered it. Created this as a new shader texture. Passed in the device. Created the new texture. And set it to the immediate context. And it runs. There it is. So for the further work, I saw that when you were running with just the unit box, it was setting each individual texture into its base color, and the reason I was able to tell that was because when I used the face box, but the unit box 6-face texture model, it's able to pick up for the UV coordinates. I believe that's why that it's showing up that way, because it does not have those UV coordinates. It just picks up the base color of each texture. So it was brown for the crate, white for the cube faces, and then it was red or pinkish for the test 512. I think that's what it is. It's just picking up the base color because it has no coordinates for the actual texture. And then for the cost, or yeah, what is the question? Try to do some for the performance test. I ran the optimized one and the the shader, the one with the triangle or the pyramid with the texture, I saw that there was a lot less matrix multiplications in the one that I was using for the pyramid. I believe that's this one. Yeah. Let me see what text. I was using the texture HLSL. Okay. There was a lot less matrix multiplications, but I saw it was a little higher up in the CPU usage versus the optimized. It was a lot less costly, which is strange because I would think because there's more matrix multiplications, it would be more costly. Um, what else? Yeah, that's really the only performance test that I did on my computer, and it really at first I really didn't see. I mean, it was a slight difference in cost, but yeah, that was the number one thing that I saw that it was different was that there was more matrix multiplications in mine, but it was less costly on the CPU.